Over the past few years, we've started introducing small LEDs into our LEGO animations. Now that we're in production of our current brick film Star Wars: The Fallen Legacy, it almost seems like in every frame we have one of these little lights present. In this video, we're going to be going over how we incorporate practical lighting into our LEGO animations. So what do I mean by practical lighting? Well, I'm talking about physical light being shown in your shots. Obviously, you should have a 3-point light set up anyway, as that will light up your set. The use of these LEDs is to make sure your shots look more visually pleasing and can definitely be used in various creative ways. To give an example, I built this set for one of our recent reshoots. In this location, I wanted the entire room to be lit with yellow lights to create this warm feeling. I ideally didn't want to color grade this all in post, so I wanted the set to look like that it was lit up by the lights that you see on screen. The way I did this was tape up a yellow gel to 2 out of the 3 of my main lights. This would help create this warm feeling and would sell the illusion that the practical lighting was what was lighting the set. The next bit is how to effectively place the LEDs into your sets. It's important that you hide the wires connected to the bulbs so that your audience won't be able to see them. Believe me, I've made that mistake, and it's definitely something you'll need to think about when building your set. You want your audience to believe that these lights function on their own. You don't want to remind them that this is an animation even though it is. Whenever I've placed a light inside a transparent piece, I've always made sure that I'm very careful not to break the wire. The wires I use are very delicate and have to be placed with ease. Once this is sorted out, I need to make sure that the lights are secured. When securing the lights, I use blue tack to place the lights through so they don't slip out. Clay is an alternative, although it can stain the bricks. It all depends on what is available to you. One of the questions we've been asked is how we use our LEDs for a dark scene. Well, the idea is when animating, the room isn't entirely dark. This is something that you have to play around with your main lighting setup. You want it dark enough so you know it's a scene in a dark environment, but bright enough so that your shots don't look grainy. In one of the scenes in AFL, there is a campfire scene. Using the same process as before, I carefully place my orange coloured LEDs where the fire would be. This helps illuminate the faces of the characters, and once the scene has been colour graded and the special effects added, this scene will look phenomenal. In another shot, this is one of a TIE fighter pilot inside a cockpit. I placed 2 red LEDs at the bottom of the set. I needed the shot to be bright enough so that we can see the pilot, but dark enough so that we can see the red lighting of the cockpit. Again, this is something that you have to play around with if you're looking for a similar effect, but the final result looks almost identical to the same type of shots that you see in the movies. Lastly, LEDs are super useful for blaster and laser effects. With this brick film, I wanted to look like the characters were really firing blaster bolts at one another. I highly recommend if you're working on animation that includes gunfire or laser guns, this could look really good. As you probably see me doing this before, all I do is place a coloured light in front of the character and project it onto them. I would then add all the laser effects in post, but either way, the actual light really brings out a realistic and professional look to your animations. So anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, there is no better time than now. I highly recommend looking at our Instagram page, our Facebook page and our Twitter page to have a look at all our behind the scenes content. Thank you for watching this guys, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye everyone.